Charles Payne listening to all of this. We're monitoring this. We wanted to see how we'd be responding to this talk of collusion or cabal on the part of his two remaining presidential opponents. And obviously, Charles Payne, he is not pleased. But you do have to ask whether you buy it's collusion or not, whether it is too little, too late, whether it's going to change the math tomorrow and going forward.
That's the bigger argument because you can argue that this is the art of the deal politics style. But I think it could be too little too late, and it's certainly unorganized. Kasich coming out just not too long ago saying, yeah, vote for me in Indiana. But this has been, I think, probably endemic of the establishment, if you will, more than anything else. Think about if Rubio would have gotten out before Florida, Ted Cruz could have won North Carolina and Missouri. If Jeb Bush had gotten out earlier, maybe Rubio would have done better. So all of these guys who say they don't want Trump to win, it's their egos that kept them into the very bitter end. And then they did.
And I think a lot of them said along the way, there's no way this guy can keep going. There's no way this guy can keep going. And he keeps going.
But Scott Walker saw it early, and I think a lot of people saw it early. Maybe coming into it, you weren't sure it's a wild card, but it was pretty apparent almost immediately. Donald Trump jumped straight to the top of the charts. He stayed there ever since. I think it's a cop-out for them to say, oh, we kind of thought he would fade. It was their egos. It was their egos.
But you're great with numbers and stocks and all that. The number here is 1237.
Right.
And you want to, if you're these other guys, prevent him from getting there. Will they?
I don't know. It's going to be tough. I've seen two different models on how Trump gets there.
Yeah.
One has him doing pretty well in Nebraska. One has him getting 0 in Nebraska. The other one, has him doing okay in some of these other states where. So it's really tough. Obviously tomorrow night's got to have a huge night tomorrow night. I think Indiana's the key. I really think Indiana's the key. I think if Donald Trump wins Indiana, it's all she wrote. It's over. If Ted Cruz wins, I think there's a more than 50% shot at a broker convention.
Wow. Well, it's going to get wild.
It's already kind of wild.
You know what's not wild, though, to talk about a guy's eating habits and in the same frame saying, that's disgusting. In other words, the demeanor, the way you comport yourself.
Yeah, that's not presidential.
It's like me offering dietary advice. You don't go there. All right, buddy. Thank you very much. Charles Payne, he is so good.